Yo, what's up? It's Crazy Al Cayne, sugarcane.com. It's time for another Bike of the Day feature. I'm back on my grind with the Bike of the Day. So as you may or may not know, Bike of the Day is a series I do on sugarcane.com where people submit their bikes. They submit a bunch of pictures of their bikes, a full parts list, and the inspiration for their build. If I like their bike, I feature it on the site, and people can come to the site and they can rate the bike based off of the following criteria: color, originality, parts, and overall style. Once people rate the bike, it gives it an overall score, and that overall score goes to their Bike of the Month competition. The Bike of the Month competition is a competition that pits all of the Bike of the Day features that are featured for a particular month. It puts them together on a chart, and the highest rated bike on the chart at the end of the month winds up winning Bike of the Month. Now I also added Bike of the Year, which pits all the bikes that are featured throughout the year in the chart, and the bike with the highest rating at the end of the year will become Bike of the Year. If you've been following this series and you haven't yet rated the bikes, I urge you guys to go back to sugarcane.com and check out all the bikes that were posted this year and give them a rating, because your rating goes to that bike's overall score. And if that overall score winds up being the top rated score on the Bike of the Year chart, that bike wins Bike of the Year. So without further ado, let's get into today's Bike of the Day feature. And that bike is a S&M Steel Panther with that beautiful purple colorway, sent in by Madie Braden, 11-year-old expert racing on that bike, doing her thing. This was the first one that got sent in for September 2020, and they knocked it out the park with this one. This one is dope. I love the colorway, the jet fuel with the purple, and the bike has 735 views and 7 comments already. And speaking of comments, my comment section is a little messed up. I do see the comments behind the scenes and in my admin section, but for some reason they're not showing up on the site, and I have to figure that out. So I got to get my IT hat back on and do that again. Bear with me on that, but you guys can definitely still submit your comments. But back to what we're talking about. The bike has 735 views, and we also have the inspiration for the build. And Maddie's dad built the bike. He wanted her to represent on an American-made bike, and he knows that a chromoly bike is a little bit heavier than the carbon and aluminum options that we have out there, but he wanted something American. But he says the weight doesn't hold her back, and she still flies on it. At the end of the day, it's all about the skills anyway, so that's what's up. And here is a picture of Maddie getting busy on her bike. And she's got a number 1 on that number plate, so she's not playing no games out there. As you scroll down on the page, you find more images of the bike, some more close-up shots, and let's go into the parts list. Let's talk about the parts here. So like you already know, this is a S&M Steel Panther. It's got a custom pearl purple colorway. She's rocking those Yes Reach aluminum forks. Those are really popular forks right now. She has some purple bombshell rims. She's got a stealth hub. Her spokes have that jet fuel colorway. She's rocking the Speedline stem with that jet fuel colorway. Her handlebars are the S&M race bars, probably the race XLTs. They didn't specify, but it's probably race XLT bars. She's got the ODI van grips. She's rocking Paul brakes. She's got the RNC titanium cranks. Titanium, she's not playing around with them cranks. I never heard of RNC, but I'm gonna have to look them up for sure. She's got HT pedals. She's got a uni seat and a Speedline seat clamp. And that's all we have on the list, so we don't know what kind of chain she's rocking. We don't know what kind of tires. Those look like Maxxis tires though. So let's check out the ratings for this bike. Right now, she got a 9.65 rating on this bike. Overall color rating is 9.7. The overall originality rating is a 9.68. Overall parts, 9.46. And the overall style rating on this bike is a 9.74. Yes, this bike has style for sure. I love that colorway. It's really cool. She has 69 votes already for this bike, and that number is growing. So it's going to be interesting to see where this bike winds up at the end of the month for Bike of the Month. And also, she's pretty high up on that Bike of the Year chart as well. So definitely shout out to Madie Braden for submitting this bike, and good luck at all the races that you attend this year. Let's find out where Maddie's bike is in the Bike of the Month chart as of today, which is September 9th, 2020. at 9:40 because this thing is always changing. People are always voting, so the bikes are always moving up and down. But we're gonna find out where she's at currently on the Bike of the Month chart. So Madie Steel Panther is currently in 3rd place on the Bike of the Month competition. So, and she's in a pretty close race. She has a 965, and the bike in 1st and 2nd place have a 966. So it's a very tight race between these bikes already, but we have a long way to go with this month and other submissions that are going to be coming in. So if you have a hot bike that you want to submit, make sure you submit it now so we can feature it, see if your bike can compete with these bikes, and see if you can get a high rating and wind up at the top of the chart. So good luck to Madie. We'll see what the people say about her bike and where she winds up at the end of the month. And shout out to everybody else who's on the list. We have some really nice bikes on the list this month. So make sure if you want to see those bikes move up or whatever the case may be, you come back to sugarcane.com and you give these bikes a rating. You know, spread the word, tell your friends to tell a friend to come back to the site and rate these bikes, because there is a Bike of the Month competition and there's also a Bike of the Year competition, and swag will be given out for the top bikes. And speaking of Bike of the Year, let's find out where Madie's bike is on the Bike of the Year chart. So Madie's bike is sitting in 11th place right now. That's a good position. She's got a couple of months left to get those votes in and see if she can move up on the charts. She's going against some real heavy hitters right now. There's a lot of seriously sick bikes that are in this chart. She's in 11th place right now, so she's almost in the top 10, which is dope. Let's take a look down the chart and see where some of the other bikes are on the chart right now. We have some really serious bikes on this chart. And like I was saying before, you can click on any one of these images and give the bikes a rating. If you want to go and check out each bike, you can give each bike a rating. So shout out to Madie once again for having her bike in 11th place, and good luck to you on Bike of the Month and also Bike of the Year. So that wraps it up. Madie Steel Panther, fresh bike, fresh build. Make sure you come back to sugarcane.com and rate that bike. All the links to that bike and the other pages on sugarcane.com where you can see the Bike of the Month and Bike of the Year. All that stuff is in the description below, so you can go to the site and get active on there and let your voice be heard. And if you think your BMX bike is fresh and you want to enter it into this competition, or you just want to have your bike featured on Bike of the Day, you can check that out in the description below too. I have links to how to submit your bike. I'm always looking for nice custom BMX builds to feature on the site. So submit your bike. Don't be scared. Don't hold out. I see a lot of bikes getting posted on Instagram. I see them getting posted on Facebook group pages. All that good stuff. But what you need to do is submit your bike to Bike of the Day. Alright? So even if you are like, I don't want to be in the Bike of the Month competition. I don't want my bike to compete in the Bike of the Year competition. It doesn't matter. You're going to be entered in it anyway. But I want to feature bikes on Bike of the Day. So that's really what it boils down to. It boils down to having fun, showcasing your bike, letting people see what your bike looks like. Alright? So once again, this is Crazy Out Cayne, sugarcane.com, CACTV. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the notification button. That way you can find out whenever I post things, because I'm going to be posting things so frequently. Also, let me know what you think of Madie's bike in the comments below. So leave your comments. Let me know if you like the bike, if you don't like the bike, whatever your opinion is on the bike. I definitely like to see it in the comments below. You know what time it is. It's the end of the segment. So all I got to say to y'all is,
back to you, Billy.